So Harshavardhana maintained a political unity, peace and prosperity in the northern India. Next topic is features of the Golden Age. Fahin visited India during the reign of Chandragupta Vikramaditya and stayed in this country for several years. So Fahin, he is a Chinese traveler. He visited India during the reign of the Chandragupta Vikramaditya and he stayed in India for many years. His accounts are a valuable source of information about this golden period of ancient Indian history. So, with the help of Fahin's book, we come to know about the valuable information about the Gupta period or the golden period of the ancient Indian history. Next is administration. The Gupta's king were able administrator. The empire was divided into provinces that were further divided into districts. Each district was divided into groups of villages. So in the Gupta period, the empire was divided into different provinces or state, and every provinces or states were further divided into districts, and each districts were also divided into number of villages. There were officials at every level of administration. So there were different types of officials were appointed at each level of the administration. The prince were often appointed as governors of provinces. So the prince were appointed as the governors of the provinces or state. They were assisted by a group of officers called Kumara Matyas. So the prince were assisted by the group of officers known as Kumara Matyas. The districts or Vishya were looked after by Vishapatis. So the district and the other name of district is Vishyas were looked after by the Vishapatis. Each district also had a council which helped in the administration. So each district have their own council and which will help to run their administration properly. The village was independently looked after by the village headman. So the village was independently looked after by the village headman. The Guptas decentralized the administration by giving the officials the freedom of administered the territories under their control. So the Guptas, they decentralized the power by giving the different types of officials, or you can say they have given the freedom to the officials to run their territory under their control according to their needs. According to Fahin's account, the people were honest, sincere, rich, prosperous and happy during the Gupta rule. So according to the Fahin book, we come to know that the peoples during the Gupta period were very honest, they were sincere, rich, prosperous and they were very happy during the Gupta rule. They could move freely throughout the empire without a fear of being attacked. So the people used to move from one place to the another freely without being attacked from the enemy. People did not have to lock their houses when they went out. Crimes were rare. So the people they did not even lock their houses when they went outside. So the crime was very rare in the Gupta period. There was no capital punishment. Criminals were usually fined. So there was no capital punishment. Criminals were usually fined. For very serious crimes like treasons or rebellion, the right hand was cut off. So if they will try to create a fight among the people, their right hand was cut off during the Gupta rule. Taxes were light, so the taxes were very they have to pay in a very small amount. There was no spy system. So during the Gupta rule there was no spy system. And here you can see the Gupta Empire, the administrative structure of the Gupta Empire. So this is the Gupta Empire. It is divided into different provinces, and provinces will be looked after by the prince, and he will be referred as the governor of that province. And each province is divided into district, and district is headed by the Vishapati, and each district is divided into various village, and various villages are independently ruled by the village headman. So this is the structure or administrative structure of the Gupta Empire.